Hello everyone, my name is Tony. Today I talk to you about the very incredible and very interesting type of the fish, and the topic today is the red-tailed catfish. You know, today I will talk to you about the Lamson Square, the very famous place in the Thanh Hoa cities and Thanh Hoa Sea provide, and from the Vietnam too. There are that is the very large, the most largest square in Thanh Hoa cities, and not about like that. Yesterday I was told I come back home very late, so I make the video very short. So today I will make this videos very long, make the longer videos to protect the videos yesterday. Now, don't make you wait forever. Now, talking about the red-tailed catfish. You know, about 4 or 5 days ago, I will talk about the freshwater and freshwater predatory fish. And so that talk in the second idea, we have the catfish. And I got told to use the most catfish I like in there is the red-tailed catfish. The scientist name about is short. I would told it's short because I don't know how to take it. It's the Hemilians talk to us. To talk about like that, this idea is about the powerful and the beautiful freshwater catfish. Don't take a long time of use. Now it's going to number first is the what is red-tailed catfish. Number 2 we have the habitats. Number 3 we have the appearance, and number 4 we have the diet and the feelings. Not stop about like that. Number 5 we have the tank setup to care if you want to make take this cool red-tailed catfish, very cool and the very beautiful catfish go to like a bed. We have the number 5 tank setup and care. Number 6 they also talk about the big size of the max sizes of this red-tailed catfish. It's talk about size and growth, and not only 6 idea. We have number 7 is the most interesting of the interesting idea is the interesting facts. Now to talk about like that, first we have the what is the red-tailed catfish. Red-tailed catfish is the names scientist name I will talk in here, and that is talk again in their process. It's the red-tailed catfish is the large freshwater catfish from South Americas. Not only South Americas, they live in Brazil, like the Amazon River. They have they have the very large pool, large place to grow. So max size of this fish is very big, and it's the popular large aquariums because its size and beautiful red tails. Now you cool like me or another pupils like fish. They take this fish like a pet because this you see the tails look like the name red tails. They are the very it look like the fire in here. It have the red color and some orange and yellow backside in there. You see not only the tails of this some things like the tails, but it's smaller in there, have the orange too. You see the body and the heads have the black, have the all blacks, and in the stomachs under the back is the white. They are very cool. It's 2 pools of this catfish. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 color about black, white, red, and orange. You know, I will touch it in the next in the appearance of the all sides in the bodies. And now the peaceful but powerful protodivers. They have the west mouth, unique, black, white, and the red tail patterns, bright red tail fins. Not only like that, they have the very cool, look very cool, and they have the very strong mouth too. They can eat the many things, and I will talk this later in the number 4. Now, go to the second idea is the habitats. I was told in last videos most of catfish is musings alive at night, and red-tailed catfish is look like too. They live in the river, lost freshwater disease. This river is like the Amazon River, or live in the South Americas. They hide in the cave under the rocks or a log. So in the setup in your tanks, they have the place to hide there. I will talk later. Now go to number the more screams about the number 2, habitats. Habitat conditions from South Africa, Americas, or in Amazons. Those the temperature is only about 24 to 28 OCs, and the pH of the water is used about 6.5 and 7 to 7.5. About 7 is the nice pH forest catfish, red-tailed catfish. They need to hiding place. So in their setup, they have the cave or the rock under the rock right here. I will talk later. The bottle water flows, and they live in the night activity. They do the activity at night. Now go to number 3. Appearance. The appearance of this fish. I will talk. They have the very cool body and very large body too. They are very big fish, catfish. The very big catfish in the world, or in the catfish house. They have those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 long wishes to find the food or the fish to eat. White springs along the side. You see under the mouth and to the tails, before the tails a little bit, they have the white stripe along the sides and the creams of the white bellies. Some fish in this stomach is black, but some fish have the the white ones. There in some the fish in my tanks over there is the white ones. So look at this. They have those creams I will talk. The dark grays to the back on the backs. Look, not only grays, they can be the brown or the blacks. The bright red tails like the fins. The red tail spikes you can see in this picture. It's very popular. Look like this, only like the more normal catfish. But when they have the red tails, it look like very cool and very beautiful. Look at the big picture. You can see it. When I push it, my hands in there, they have only the black and white. They are so cool. But when they have the red tails, it's the most cooler and the more beautiful, most beautiful than another catfish. Another catfish, they have the platinums. It only the white or the albinos. They have a little bit yellows, but all the bandas, they have those black, brown, and the white. But look at the fish. They are very cool. You know the platinum of big catfish. They are very cool. They all of the bodies is the white or albino is yellow, but the tails always is red. When we cut the tail in there, they can make the new tails, but they have the same color. They are the bright red tails. They are the very beautiful in this catfish. Now talk again the summaries about the appearance. They have the wide mouth and strong jaws, the strong dishes and the predatorous fins, the smooth skins and no skin. I was taught all of catfish don't have like the something like outside the skins like the to brave him. They have the like these skins. They don't have anything. They only the skins trace to the head to the tails. They have the smooth skin, no space. Yeah, it's the space. Another fish like this alligator gar or the like the fish. Another fish, silly fish, or like the dragonfish. They have the space, but all of the catfish don't have them. So the specialties bubbles to find the food. I know there are the long ways to find the food. They use the long wish to find the food. But what does he eat for the food or the dinner from the meal? There are the many kinds of food in there. It's one of them. First, it's number 4. It talks about the diet and the feeding. From there, they eat the small fish, swims, the squid if they have the meat and the petals from your tongues when you take it like a fish, like a pet. The carnivorous eat the meat and the high protein fruit. So the feeding tip, the feels 2 to 3 times a day. If you wanted to have the strong bodies or have the muscle in the shortest times, they need to do not overfeed. They remove until the food to keep their over cleaned. They need the very fresh and clean water. The bottom feeder, they live in the shirt to the food on the bottom of the tanks. They live under the tanks, like in here in the floor of the tanks. They only swim outside there. Not only after they only swim in the last ones or the last place of your tongues. So one day you see they only stay inside, says one side, don't move, don't believe that death. They all only like the sit on there to make the relax. But not only like that, the bottle live in the shirt, the bottom of the bags. So they use the witches to the ditches to find the food. Not only find the food, they can mix to find the meal, another meal to have more boyfriends or girlfriends. Now, go to number 5. I will talk you if you want to another fish or the most in there is the red-tailed catfish. To make their like the pet, they need to the tongue setup and care. Of those fish, they are the big size, the most big size. They are about the 100 to the 115 centimeter. So you need to have the long tanks. About the mediums, the 300 gallons to the 1,000 or and 100 plus liter. Because they are those like those there is the food like the red meat, like the meat with high protein food. So they poop very large, very much. So they have the strong filters to reduce the water change. So it makes the water is more clean when they eat so much and they poop so much. And to keep the water clean and keep the oxygen levels, I will talk to you. This red-tailed catfish needs very much oxygen to have a life. They don't like this. They can provide the hiding place, cave, the deep rocks, wolf or rocks. Like you see, the old catfish need to the place to hide in the days, and they do active in the night. So you see, in there they have the cave or some things. A good times metal lagos place and the fish only. You see, this red-tailed catfish is another fish, so you can mix this with another fish, but it need to the larger fish of this red-tailed catfish. Now, not only like the smaller fish, like the smaller fish about smaller than red-tailed catfish, they can eat them. Reeds used to remember the temperature is about 24 to 28 OC, and the pH is about the most perfect pH of this water to take this catfish about the pH is about 7, and the hardness is about the 5 to 15 DGH, but it not need a lot, but because the fish is so strong. And the ammonium is about 1 ppm, and the nitrous is 0 ppm too. But the nitrous is the must be the more than 14 ppm, because they are the very large fish, so they poop very much. So you need to have the nitrates over 14 ppm. If they don't have this, the fish is very weak, and they can be don't eat anymore, and they will dead. Now about the size and growth. Why I talk to you about you need to have the large tongue? Because of this size. Look at this picture. This look like the babies, but it's very large in the picture, because all upstreams don't have space to make the full size of this red-tailed catfish. It can be about 100 can grow up to the 120 to 115 centimeters. It's about 4 to 5 feet. The weight is over when it's the only like babies or before the adults, they can be the 15 kilograms. They are like the 110 lbs. But the adults, the most biggest catfish, the people can catch is about 110.78. It's 7-8 kilograms. Wow, it's a very big number. The growth rate in here, when you buy there in the aquarium shop, it's about 5 or 10 centimeter. About the shop, and then they can another have the bigger, like the young fish, about the 10 to the 13 centimeter. But the shut outer is about like in there, they can be those 15 kilograms, about 13 to 1600 centimeter. But like a dot is over 16 centimeter. If you have the large pool or the large tanks, you can make this number over those 100. Like in there, that's all about number 6, the size grows. That's why I told you need to have the big tanks to big tank or big pools set up to care to take this red-tailed catfish to be the like the pet. Now go to the most incredible idea in these topics of the red-tailed catfish. The most fish I love. The interesting facts. They can go to the over 115 centimeter, about 5 or 6 feet. In the weight, it can go over the 100 kilograms if they have the big tanks or the large pool. Now, go there. They have the ones of the largest catfish kept on the whole aquariums. So, I will told you, they live in the South Americas, the Amazons, whose the play have the very big plate or big flow to them for growth. Can live to 15 or to 20 years plus. So they have the very large growth size, so they live very long times, have the very long time to live, about 20 years with the proper care. Now, go to the fishermen. Fishermen always want to catch the fish because they are very big and they goes inside the rope and they break the rope everywhere. So they are because they are the powerful and the strong. The may choose smaller fish when it grows bigger. So look at this picture. This man is about 1.8 meter because so they are very tall, but they can catch the fish. Very big. This head of fish is the bigger than this man head. So usually peaceful and with the similar size. Because of the size and growth is so large, so big, so this fish, all of fishermen want to catch the fish one time in their life because they can have them very interesting, creative for them to catch the fish. So that's all about I know about this my map, the topics. The most fish I love, red-tailed catfish. So the most catfish I love, is the red-tails. When the pupils ask me what is the most coolest fish, I would take them like a pet. I would not unusual. I choose red-tailed catfish. So that all about I know about the topics, the incredibles and the interesting, exciting topics about red-tailed catfish, the most luckiest catfish in the catfish house, red-tailed catfish. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.